My name is Ben Butler. I was born with hearing loss. In one ear, I have severe hearing loss, and in the other, I have profound hearing loss. I have worn hearing aids since I was 5 months old. I am eternally grateful to the doctors at North Carolina who discovered I had hearing loss, told my parents, and I'm grateful to my parents for covering any necessary expenses that have been incurred because of my hearing loss. I'm grateful that I have hearing aids. I'm grateful I was born at this point in human history where I am able to um, wear hearing aids and not be ostracized from society and be somewhat equal to a non-hearing impaired person. I'm grateful to my family for being accepting of me. I'm grateful to my friends for being inclusive to me, and I'm grateful to my teachers for understanding that even though I'm disabled, that doesn't mean I am unable to succeed, and for understanding that I am capable, I am able to advocate for myself, and that I don't always want my hand held through everything, that I want to overcome boundaries by my own strength. And I think strength is something that's incredibly important. I think many disabled people have a great inner strength and resilience and perseverance within them, because it's really hard every single day to have this disability, to have to know that you cannot be a normal person no matter how perfect our world was. If there was no discrimination, people with disabilities would still be disabled. It is a physical inability to do something, but we overcome that and we still succeed. It is not a barrier to our success. We are strong enough to overcome that. That is something that I've always felt was important. And that's kind of what I want to do. I want to tell that story of resilience and perseverance, which I think is integral to so many of our experiences. So I want to major in communications, do something in journalism or filmmaking, and I want to tell that story to people. I want to tell that story of resilience and perseverance, because that's actually something that's always been true of our shared experience. I mean, take Beethoven, for example. Beethoven is this iconic music composer, and midway through his career, he lost his hearing. He was unable to hear anymore. And despite that, Beethoven composed some of his best music after he lost his hearing. He didn't give up. He just continued. And he composed his Ninth Symphony, an Ode to Joy, after he lost his hearing. And that is one of my favorite stories, because Beethoven did not give up. He never gave up, and he persevered. And that's what I remember him for personally. And me, myself, I'm a musician. I play the saxophone. I love the saxophone, and I love music. I wouldn't be alive if it wasn't for music. Music has healed my soul and taught me how to see the world a different way. And but one day I'm gonna lose my hearing, and I've accepted that. With barring any unforeseen medical breakthroughs, I'm going to lose my hearing someday, and yet I'm not afraid of that, because I'm grateful for every single day that I could hear. And when I do eventually lose my hearing, I know that that will not necessarily mean that my life with music will be over. And that doesn't necessarily mean that when I finally lose my hearing, that my life will be over. I have the perseverance and I have the strength to overcome even that. And I think that is one of the stories that needs to be told about people with disabilities are strong people. People with disabilities are resilient people. People with disabilities overcome boundaries and barriers to their success every single day. And that is something that doesn't get talked about enough. And I think it should be talked about far more. In my own experience, I have overcome great difficulties, and I have succeeded. I've gotten into college, and I foresee a bright future. And it's because I believe in my own resilience and my own inner strength. And I think that that's true of many disabled people.